I am Pushpa here. Welcome to Be a Higher Primary CBSE School, SN Layout, Dhavanagere. Let us continue the lesson Good Health of the subject Science, Standard 5th. The next concept is diseases, causes and prevention. Okay. Then first we can study about what is a disease. Disease is a state in which our entire body or a part of it is not able to function properly. It is a condition of malfunctioning of our body or part of it. It occurs due to many reasons. A common cause for diseases is the lack of nutrients in our diet. It also occurs due to the presence of germs or microbes in our environment. Now, all types of diseases are broadly classified into two groups. One is communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Communicable diseases. Communicable diseases are the diseases that are caused by the spreading of germs or microorganisms from one person to another. The germs can spread through contact or by coughing, sneezing and spitting. Most communicable diseases are caused by bacteria, fungi, viruses and protozoa. Malaria, tuberculosis or some of the influenza, some of the examples for communicable diseases. Mode of transmission of communicable diseases are spread in different ways. Through infected food and water. When food and water are not stored properly, it gets easily infected by germs. Spoiled on uncovered foodstuffs affects flies, dust. The dust get contaminated. We often see flies, cockroaches, rats and other insects around the uncleaned places. All these are carriers of germs. Diseases like diarrhea, cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, jaundice, dysentery and food poisoning are spread by eating infected food or by drinking uncleaned water. When flies sit on garbage, human feces, animal excreta, etc., the germs present there stick on uncovered food. When these flies sit on uncovered food, the germs are transferred to the food, thus contaminating it. If we eat this infected food, we fall sick. Through the air. Airborne diseases spread through air. The spit of a person suffering from tuberculosis contains the disease-causing germs. These germs are released into the air whenever this person spits out, sneezes or coughs. The infected air carries the germs to healthy people, infecting them too. The most common airborne diseases affect the respiratory tract or the eyes. Some airborne common communicable diseases are viral fever, cough, cold, diphtheria through insects and animals. Look at the pictures given below. Certain diseases are caused because of an animal bite or and by insect sting. For example, mosquito, bedbugs, lice, tortoise flies, fleas spread diseases like malaria, dengue, yellow fever, sleeping sickness and plague. The insects sucks the blood of an infected person and become carrier of a person. When they stick a healthy person, the germs infected to the blood of a healthy person. Dengue fever is spread by Aedes aegypti. Similarly, malaria is spread by female Anopheles mosquito. The fleas spread plague and testifly fly spread a sleeping sickness. The next one is through wounds and cuts. Here, germs of the tetanus disease enter a person's body through cuts or wounds in the skin. Tetanus, it is also called as lockjaw, is a bacterial infection which causes painful muscle spasms and can at times result in death. The tetanus vaccine has made the disease preventable through direct contact. Here, some of the worms like ringworm, scabies, measles, common cold, chickenpox, tuberculosis are spread by contact with an infected person through the saliva or by the utensils and also clothing. These diseases that spread through direct contact are called as contagious diseases. Prevention of communicable diseases. Communicable diseases can be prevented by adopting clean living habits and a healthy lifestyle. There are some golden rules of health and hygiene. It's important to follow basic rules of a good health and hygiene both at home and in one's immediate surroundings. All drains must be kept covered to keep rodents and insects away. The next one is the food should be fresh and wholesome and must be cooked in a clean kitchen, while drinking water must be filtered, boiled and then stored in clean containers. The next one is toilets and bathrooms must be washed daily with a proper disinfectant. Next one is dry and wet garbage must be collected in separate containers having proper lids. Vaccines are very effective in preventing the spread of certain diseases. Children are vaccinated at different ages from the time of birth according to the chart. The people who are vaccinated develop resist against those diseases like polio and other common diseases. Vaccines are available for various diseases. Vaccines are used for plague, rabies, typhoid and so on. In case of an epidemic, the case must be immediately be reported to the government health department so as to help them to take necessary action to prevent its spread. In case there is a person suffering from a communicable disease, the person should immediately be shifted to a separate room and must be given separate articles of daily use to avoid direct contact and thereby spread of the diseases. In case there is a communicable disease, prescribed diet and medicines must be given to the patient on time. All things used by the patient must be washed separately and must also be properly disinfected. The toilet used by the patient must be washed daily with a disinfectant. Next one is non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases that do not spread from person to person. They are called as non-communicable diseases. They are caused either due to functional disorder of an organ or deficiency of certain vitamins and minerals in the body. Diseases caused due to malfunctioning of an organ system, or a body part. For example, heart disorders, high blood pressure, diabetic, paralysis are the some of the examples for non-communicable diseases. It's very important the medical attention and change in lifestyle. So, there are also certain non-communicable diseases caused due to deficiency of certain vitamins or minerals in our daily diet. They are called as deficiency diseases. Treatment of such diseases requires timely consumption of food rich in required nutrients. For example, the diet which is rich in vitamins and minerals are particularly prescribed according to age and sex. The first one is vitamin A. Vitamin A food sources are milk, butter, carrot, sweet potatoes, green yellow capsicum and green leafy vegetables. Deficiency disease and symptoms of vitamin A. Night blindness. It is very essential for the normal vision, and another one is it is very essential for the dryness in eyes and dry skin. Vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 is very rich in sprouted beans, pulses, green leafy vegetables, milk, meat, fish and also cereals. Deficiency disease and symptoms. Beriberi, that means rough skin, joint pains, cracked corners of mouth. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is very rich in orange, lemon, tomato. The deficiency, disease and symptoms of vitamin C are scurvy, bleeding in gums, swelling in joints and difficulty in healing of wounds. Vitamin D, it is also called as sunshine vitamin. The sources are cheese, butter. The deficiency symptoms and symptoms of vitamin D: rickets, soft bones that bend easily in children, and osteomalacia, that is brittleness of bones in adults. Calcium and phosphorus. The main sources of calcium and phosphorus are milk and milk products and dark green leafy vegetables. The calcium and phosphorus deficiency disease and symptoms: defective and weak bones, poor teeth, bad breath. Iron, it is a mineral which is very rich in green leafy vegetable, pulses, brinjal and also in meat. It is very essential for the blood. The deficiency symptoms are anemia, tiredness, fatigue, paleness in face. Iodine. Iodine is very essential for thyroxine to synthesis thyroxine for the normal growth and development. The main sources are fish and iodized salt. The deficiency disease, goiter, swelling in the neck region. We completed the lesson good health, hoping that you are understood the whole concept. Thank you students. Be healthy by eating good nutritive food.